Alright, how are we doing today? Got another quick video here today. This one's going to be on the Spyderco smock. And it's going to be kind of an update on the detent removal, kind of what that entails, and how the knife functions after that. There's not a ton of info out there. People, you can find people saying, oh, just do it, I did it, and it was great. There's like one or two videos on YouTube, but I just wanted to make a video specifically on the detent removal, what it entails to do it, and how the knife functions afterwards. So to start with, I wasn't really sure I wanted to do it, but after playing with the knife for a day, I got it 2 days ago, I noticed flipping it on the flipper tab, it kind of, after the first day, my fingers were sore. It was just really hard to flip it. It was super tight, and then the Spidey flick, you had to really, really dig your nail in there to be able to do it. So that was one of the main reasons. Another thing is now you can do this, just flicking in and out. That wasn't the reason I did it. It was just kind of difficult to open, more so than I thought it should be. So I almost didn't do it because I read on Reddit, a guy said, when I did it, it was way too easy to open, not for me. But I don't know what he was talking about. Because you gotta, let's see if I can even do it. There it was. You gotta shake the absolute crap out of it to get it to pop open. I mean, it's not just gonna come open. You gotta want it to open, even without the second detent. So here's kind of how the knife functions afterwards. Just falls open, just falls closed, falls closed too. So really easy to Spidey flick now. I mean, I could do it before, but it's kind of difficult to get it. But now let me do it where you can see the button. Falls closed, just falls open. You can flick it open. So super easy one hand deployment. I'm left-handed. I do have the pocket clip on the right-hand side though, just because with it on this side, it kind of interferes with me hitting the button. So I'm just gonna have to use it backwards in the left pocket. Not a huge deal though. And as you can see, I've got a lynch clip on there. Really love these clips. I've got it on this knife. I've got one on my Para 3, and on my Manix 2. I got this clip. It was like $14, and it's got kind of the like the Spartan helmet. You can kind of see it's a Spartan helmet. But with this lynch clip, it just stuck up. It stuck up about twice as far over the edge as this one does. But I've got an MXG gear clip coming. It's the one that's got the open space in the middle, and it takes 2 screws like this one. And hopefully it's not as tall. It'll work on here. And I've also got the Yojimbo 2 coming in all black. It's blacked out. And I also just ordered last night the Knives Plus custom Damascus carbon fiber scales. They're pretty much a copy of the Flatanium Damascus carbon fiber scales. They look the exact same. But they're $70 instead of $130, and Knives Plus does really good work. I've heard nothing but good things. Ordered them last night at 1 a.m. They shipped about 10 this morning, so you can't beat that. And I also ordered a complete hardware set of titanium anodized bronze hardware for the Yojimbo 2. So it's gonna be all black with the Damascus carbon fiber scales and bronze. It comes with screws, all the screws, and your back spacers and stop pin. So it's going to be black with the Damascus carbon fiber and all bronze. It's going to be sick. I think it's going to be the nicest knife I have when I'm done there. I was looking at back spacers, but with having the bronze on the back, not going to want one. So I'll show you here real quick. It's the Para 3. My Para 3. This one has the titanium scales here, and a back spacer with another lynch clip, like I was saying. This is my EDC. This one goes in my rotation the most. And I only got into Spyderco about 3 weeks, maybe a month ago. This was the first one. Really liked it. Then I got my Mannix 2, and I've got this pin in here right now to kind of compress the spring a little bit. And that's kind of what I was saying about the smock. I'm really picky about my knives being too easy to open. In that Mannix 2, I put the ceramic ball bearing in there and the lightened spring. And this one I got off eBay from a dude that said he sold a bunch of them. And it made the action super light. You could open it with one thumb. But the knife, it just, this one you saw how hard I was shaking it. That one you have to shake it about a third as hard, and it just fell open. And if you just drop it in any capacity, it's most likely going to fall open. So that wasn't for me. So I'm trying to just reduce the tension of the stock spring just a little bit to get a little more usable. But back to the smock here. But yeah, I just wanted to give an update on the Yohimbo 2. Should be here Monday. Today's Friday. I'm going to be uploading this video today. The Yohimbo 2 should be here Monday, and hopefully I got FedEx second day air on the Knives Plus order. So hopefully that'll be here Monday as well. If both those get here Monday, that would be fantastic. And I'll do a video of just the regular Yohimbo 2, and I might do this scale and hardware install on camera. I'm just filming these on my iPhone, so I won't be able to edit it. That's the only reason I don't do this stuff live, like why I didn't make a video of the detent here. Well, another reason I didn't make the video on the detent, look how absolutely tiny this thing is. I mean, is that not ridiculously small? I mean, that is the tiniest little ball bearing, and that's probably the smallest spring I've ever seen in my life. And I've worked on a lot of guns, pistols, rifles, everything, and this is the tiniest. Maybe not the diameter, but the length. I mean, it is. So you can see why on camera, because you're trying to look through the camera and work on it, making sure you're in view. But yeah, I'll tell you how to do it here. You take this out, and this has a pivot that goes straight through it. It's not like it's not like the pivot that's in this one where you can take both screws out, then you've got an independent pivot. You take one screw out, and then you can stick a punch in there and push it out, and this end is attached to it, so it doesn't unscrew on this end. It's just a long pivot, like most knives. Kind of cheaper knives normally have that, but this does have roller bearings in it, so it's got like real bearings, not just the phosphor bronze washers. But you take this out, push your pivot out, take these two screws out on one side, and then the top will kind of come apart a little easy, but this bottom part, because this lanyard tube, you kind of get I got these brushes in here, and they've got this end to pick stuff, so I just kind of put it in here and twisted it to pop it open. But once you get the top open a little bit, you're probably just going to want to hold it like this and kind of shake it until that detent ball falls out. Because for me, I was trying to get it completely apart, but the top kind of opened up, then the blade fell out, and the detent ball fell out with it. Now the spring stays in there, so you got to pretty much completely disassemble it to get the spring out. Well, at least one side, to get the spring out. And then this stop pin is a pretty tight fit. So you got to get that in there just right. I would put it in the side with the full hole, not the side that the compression lock's on, just because it'll actually fall in this hole. But this compression lock, it just kind of sits in there on that side and go. And it's really, really tight fit on this whole side. It took me a few minutes to get it back in there. So yeah, I would definitely do it that way. Trying to put it in this on the compression lock side and then clamp this on just probably wouldn't go well. And also, I had it back together. It wouldn't want to close, and I pressed the button, and that made it snap shut the rest of the way. So there's just another little hint, I guess. But yeah, you can see after the detent just flies open. So yeah, overall really happy with it. Like I said, it was kind of hard to open to start with, and I'm really happy I took this detent out. Made this knife way more fun, much smoother. Would definitely recommend it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Like I said, Yohimbo 2 and the Knives Plus Damascus carbon fiber scales with the titanium bronze anodized hardware and back spacers is on the way. Be here in a few days. So yeah, if you're still here and you watched this whole video, I really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe if you want. I think I've got one right now. But I just put these videos out for fun. I enjoy doing it. I get, just a few views, but I really feel like my videos are kind of specific to topics that I've tried to research and couldn't find a ton on. Now, like the just reviews and unboxings aren't. Something like this, I think it's a little more detailed into the detent and what actually happens when you remove it. And again, sorry I didn't do it on camera. It's just that tiny detent. I didn't want to take the chance, and it would have been like a 30-minute video because it was, like I said, the stop pin was kind of catching me up. So that's, like I said, I'm just filming on my phone. That's the main reason I don't do this stuff on camera. I don't want to upload a 40-minute video of me struggling through an install. But yeah, I kind of gave the basics of what you need to do there. There are disassembly videos. Nick Shabazz does really good disassembly videos if you want to know how to disassemble it. I'm just trying to give you here what happens if you take it out, how it looks afterwards. So, all right, like I said, Yohimbo 2 video coming in a few days. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.